behind on the dusty road. The carriage stopped. With little she drained as on she went, and kissed the points at her fingers. You set me talking, sir. I'm sorry. It makes me wild to think of change. Not you care for this story. Is it amusing? You find it strange? I had a mother so proud of me. It was well that she died before. You know, perhaps these friends have seen the ruin and wretchedness here below. Another glass and strong to deaden this pain. Then Roger and I will start. I wonder. I see such a lumpish, let an aching thing place the heart. He is sad sometimes and would weep if he could, no doubt remembering things that were. A virtuous kennel with plenty of food, and himself a sober, respectable cur. I bet you now, my class was warming. You rascal, limber your lazy feet. You must be fiddling and performing for supper in bed. Or starve in the street. Not a very gay life to lead, you think. But soon we should go where lodgings are free, and sleepers need neither victuals nor drink. The sooner the better for lodging.
For thousands of years, women have asked themselves, what's the deal with guys anyway? What are they thinking? Well, the answer, of course, is virtually nothing. Guys exist to have a good time, and usually little thought is involved in that endeavor. My selection, Guy Stuff, From a Complete Guide to Guys, by Pulitzer Prize-winning author Dave Barry, will give you a glimpse into my world, the world according to guys. Guy Stuff, by Dave Barry. Alien beings from a highly advanced society visit the Earth. And a guy, let's call him Bob, is the first human they encounter. Now, as a token of intergalactic friendship, they present him with a small but incredibly sophisticated device, capable of curing all disease, providing an infinite supply of clean energy, wiping out hunger and poverty, and permanently eliminating oppression and violence all over the entire Earth. Now, Bob is a guy. What would Bob do? Would he present it to the President of the United States? No. Would he present it to the Secretary General of the United Nations? No. He would take it apart. Why? Because that's what guys do. Guys like neat stuff. By neat, I mean mechanical and unnecessarily complex. Probably the ultimate example of the fundamental guy drive to have neat stuff is the space shuttle. Granted, the people in charge of this program claim that it has a higher purpose, namely to see how humans function in space. But we have known for years how humans function in space. Float around. And then they say things like, looks real good, Houston. No, the real reason for the existence of the space shuttle is that it is one humongous and spectacularly gizmo-intensive item of hardware. Guys can tinker with it practically forever, and occasionally even get it to work. But then they can use it to send other mechanically complex items into orbit, where they almost immediately break and give a great excuse to send the shuttle up again. It's guy heaven. Now, I'm not saying that women haven't been involved in the development or use of this stuff. I'm saying that without guys, this stuff would not even exist. Just as without women, virtually every piece of furniture in the world would be in its original position. Guys don't have a basic need to rearrange furniture, whereas a woman can be sound asleep in bed, and at 2 o'clock a.m. she'll be awakened by the urgent thought, well, the blue green sofa needs to go perpendicular to the wall instead of parallel. It needs to go there right now. Well, she'll immediately get up and move it, which necessitates moving other furniture. And pretty soon, she's got her entire living room rearranged, shifting heavy pieces of furniture which ordinarily require several burly men to lift, because there are few forces in nature more powerful than a woman who needs to rearrange her furniture. Now, I realize that I'm making gender-based generalities here, but my feeling is that if God did not want us to make gender-based generalities, well, she would not have given us genders. And speaking of genders, I would like to point out that from my point of view, which is shared by millions, perhaps trillions of guys, there are way too many social standards for a typical guy entering a domestic relationship with a woman. These standards are totally alien concepts to guys. I mean, there are curtains and bedspreads, napkins, hors d'oeuvres, ceramic cat figurines, and salad forks, and hand towels, floral arrangements, and tablecloths, and linen closets, and shelving paper, and coasters. Coasters. Or room deodorizers, or little soaps shaped like fruit, or decorative boxes to hold tissues that already come in perfectly good boxes, just to name a few. What's the deal? Guys left alone in the wild will develop lifestyles not involving any of these things. I base this statement on my own personal experience living as a bachelor with my friend Randall. When we moved in, we looked around at our apartment, which was completely void of all furniture, and we decided that we needed a hockey game. So we got one. You know, the kind with the little men who spin and flail around and frantically try and work all the levers. This was the centerpiece of our living room. We soon had other furnishings, though, which consisted of a few folding lawn chairs, a TV set, and a rabbit named Flyer, who could drink beer and poop an estimated 584 zillion doots a day. That's pretty much it decor-wise. It was a simple lifestyle, and yet uncluttered enough that it allowed us to play indoor ricochet death frisbee. We honestly didn't know that we were living like savages until a woman, in our case, my mother, pointed that out to us. How can you live like this? Don't you care what people think? No. We really don't even think about what other people think. In fact, it's one of the major characteristics of Gaia that guys don't spend hours pondering their deep innermost thoughts and feelings. You know, there is a serious question in my mind whether guys actually have deep innermost thoughts or feelings. Unless, of course, you count, for example, loyalty to the Dallas Cowboys or fear of bridal showers. Now you may ask yourself, what happens when guys get older? Do they get in touch with their deep innermost thoughts and feelings? Do they become mature and wise? Don't be an idiot. Real guys don't mature, except in the sense of developing longer nose hair. Emotionally, they remain guys. No matter how old they get, they like to hurl stuff and shoot stuff and go fast and blow stuff up and knock stuff down. Yeah, let's face it, the human race needs guys. Now, I realize that sometimes we can be annoying to you, but just think of what the world would be like without us. okay. Now, granted, it would smell better, and there would be a dramatic reduction in the amount of violence and public nose-picking, but these negatives are far outweighed by the many contributions that guys make to society. Positive contributions. Vital contributions. Contributions that are in no way diminished by the fact that I can't offhand think of what they are.
Francis Scott Fitzgerald, the famous author and poet, and his wife Zelda lived a very glamorous life that many dream of. However, there was a price to pay, and Zelda was the one to pay it. Zelda by William Luce. Highland Hospital, confidential. Robert S. Carroll, M.D. Evans, Fairchild, Ferguson, Fitzgerald, Zelda. Where they be? I know they are inside of me. Can you tell me why the hell I should have to spend the rest of my life in this place? I'm sick to death of the repressive atmospheres of sanitariums. It seems like I've been tidying up my room and I've been quiet in the halls. And I know I've climbed enough stairs to get to heaven. And for what? I can't wait to get as far away from Asheville, North Carolina as I can. You know what else? No one has ever sent me a get well card. Isn't that rotten? Sorry you've gone crazy, Zelda. Even that would do, but not a word. Oh, God. It's ghastly. Losing your sanity and not being able to reason. Those dark and stark places, the terror of the mind strain. I'm so frightened. I am. Nothing's right. Not even my awareness of concrete things. Well, like this chair, or how old I am, or what you look like. Optical illusions, they're everywhere I turn. Your face, it looks too far away, too out of proportion, kaleidoscopic, you might say. I wish I could go back to Alabama. Just one summer to see my mama in my mama's little garden. She had this little garden. She kept it up right nice. And when I was little, I would go there for hours and get lost. There was no tragedy, no problems, just me and the flowers and happiness. To go back there just one summer, I'd give anything to see my mama. Mama? Mama! Oh, Mama, look at here, Mama. It's an engagement ring from Scott. Isn't it marvelous, Mama? What's it look like, Mama? It's his mother's. Isn't it marvelous? Mama, I'm practically 19. I can't wait. Mrs. Francis Scott Fitzgerald. And then to wear it to the country club dance on Friday night? Why, if I get a chance, I'm going to kiss all the bachelors in Alabama. If I